Hi everybody and welcome back to the House of Jin Shin. I'm so glad you're joining me, and today I wanted to talk about the immune system because there's still a lot going on with the COVID, and now some of us are getting vaccines, and so it's really important to keep our immune system up. And so I wanted to share with you the 3 sequence. The 3 sequence is one of the most powerful sequences for the immune system, and so it is in the book The Core, and it's this one, which you're going to see backwards, I guess, but there it is. And so I'm going to tailor it to self-help. All of the sequences and flows you can tailor to self-help, because otherwise if you just use the practitioner guide, The Core, then sometimes it's impossible if you follow the exact sequence. So be creative with that, see what feels good and make it work. When I practice these sequences on other people, I really stay with it exactly as it's written in the book. But if I need a 3 sequence, then it's not going to stop me. I'm going to adapt it so that I can do it on myself. So place one hand on your SEL3, and SEL3 is right here. It's at the tip of the shoulder blade. It's at the top. So you check out which side feels tighter to you. The SEL3 is responsible for the immune system. So if you potentially could get a flu or a cold, then one of the 3s will be locked. And if the 3s are open, you will not get it. You know how sometimes you will get the cold and other times you don't? It has all to do with the 3s. Also, again, if you have a flu or a cold, then one of the 2 will be closed. So for me, this side feels a little tighter, so I'm going to stay with that one. And just really get in there, hook your fingers in there, and we say we don't press, but you can go in firmly. And then with your other hand, make a ring with the thumb over the index fingernail on the back. So the back of the hand helps our inhale. So here we are helping the inhale, and we're also connecting to depth 4 and depth 2. And I will explain how. The index finger represents depth 4, so we're helping to harmonize that. And we're also tapping into depth 2 because the lung energy moves into the index finger where it becomes the large intestine flow. So you're helping the lung flow, the large intestine flow. You're helping depth 4. You're mainly helping the lungs. You're helping the inhale. The 3 means the breath. It's also called the door, and it helps the exhale and the inhale, and that's why I'm calling SEL3 the breath. It's a respiratory specialist, and let's go and move along to the next finger, otherwise we'll be here all day. Holding the middle fingernail, again helping the inhale because you're holding the back side of your hand, and I will explain in a moment why. So the 3 helps breathing, it helps the immune system, and it also helps shoulder pain. So this sequence is excellent for shoulder projects as well. And whatever helps the shoulder, whatever helps the lungs helps the shoulders. So anything related to depth 2 is going to help the shoulders. So why this is helping the inhale is because the energy moves up the back, and the traditional Oriental medicine position, anatomical position, is like this. So the energy moves up the back, up the back. So when we hold this, we're helping the inhale. Very good. Take a nice deep breath here and notice if the 3 is changing, if it's starting to open up, if the tightness is going away. And then let's move our hand, the left hand, to the 21. And if you have nasal congestion, then the 21 is going to be very helpful for sinuses, nasal congestion. And at the same time, you're helping depth 1 and depth 2. And why? It's because right here, the stomach, the large intestine flow becomes the stomach flow. So you're helping digestion as well. So you're working and helping on so many different levels. And that is really powerful. This is a powerful flow. But that's with all of them. You're working through all these different levels of energy. And that's why Jin Shin is so powerful and effective. Let's move to holding our 19s. And this is, if you notice and if you know this sequence, this is where I'm adjusting it from. If you give it to someone else to self-help. There. And then we're going to do the other side. So place the other hand on your shoulder here and then make a ring with your ring finger like this. Feel this inhale up the back, and so that we can allow for the exhale down the front. And then move to the middle finger. And so on this side we will finish the sequence. I've done half of one side and then I move to the other side. So you see how you can be creative with these sequences and flows. People ask me how, which side, and see what feels good to you. That's so important. And then let's go to the 21. So I basically did half the flow, half the sequence on one side, and then move to the other side where I'm going to finish it. And then let's hold our 19s to open up the waistline, which is always so helpful. When the energy is stuck above the waist, we want to bring it down. So if there's a lung project, we want to move the energy down because the lungs are above the waist. So opening up the waistline is so important. And then let's place our hand again here, and we're going to move through the palm of the fingers one at a time. So starting with the index finger, I'm just going to show you. You can hold it like this. So you place your hand on the 3, and then with your fingers holding the palm of the fingers. So with the palm, you're helping the exhale. So this 3 sequence, now you understand, harmonizing SEL3, the door, helping the exhale and the inhale. Before, when we were holding the nail, we were helping the inhale, and now we're holding the palm, helping the exhale. So move through each of your fingers one at a time. Moving again through all of the depths. Right now I'm holding my middle finger, helping depth 3. The middle finger represents depth 3, and it's also helping the diaphragm energy, the diaphragm flow, because the diaphragm flow moves through the middle finger. And then the ring finger, helping the lungs. And the 3s are so important because they're at a level of T3, thoracic vertebrae 3, and T3 helps the lungs. So again, keeping the 3s open is key to keeping our immune system up. I'm now on the little finger, helping the heart and small intestine. Helping depth 5, helping our skeletal system. And now let's move to the opposite 1, which is on the inside of the knee. Right here. So now we're bringing the energy down. We are giving it an escape route. If the 3s are locked up, then bringing it the energy down below the waist will give it a place to go. Again, the ones are also very important for the lungs. And so to keep our immune system up, it's all about the breath and keeping our breath going, harmonizing our exhale and our inhale, and allowing for full, complete breathing, which is so important. And then going to our SEL7 on the opposite side. SEL7 is at the pad of the big toe. And so I really like you to, maybe you can write this down if you don't have the book, or get the core, it's in there. This sequence is key to our immune system. So practice this on a loved one, practice it on yourself. Enjoy keeping our threes open. Let's just place our hands one more time on the threes and see again now, observing the transformation of this practice you just did on yourself. See how the threes opened up, and mine certainly feel very harmonious right now. And if you have a cold or a flu or anything, then you can practice it several times a day. So enjoy and stay well, stay healthy, everybody. Let's place our hands together, and I will see you all on Friday. Have a wonderful day.